Good morning. It's Monday, January 29th, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan. We're here to practice Wudang's 3 basic methods. I'm going to say this again. I'm still shooting for that 7 o'clock time slot. I'm still going for 7. Yeah, it hasn't been working out for the last 3 weeks. It's some different things going on. It's not all great, no, not all horrible, but it's some serious stuff. And that effort, I'm going to talk about that for just a second as we get started. Okay, so hang on a second. It's telling me it doesn't have any data. What's going on? Okay. I didn't do it. Whatever it was, I didn't do it. Alright, so my point before the technical thing happened, keeping that time slot that I wanted to be here at 7 a.m. and I'm trying to get at 7 o'clock time slot. I was up at 5. I was up at 5. So I got distracted with doing a couple of things that I needed to do. And I had to pay attention to something that I absolutely don't want to have to pay attention to, but I have to. Yeah. So, I'm late. Should I change my time slot? Should I try for 7:30? Is that going to help me? Nope. It's not. It's not. What is going to help me is continuing to look at that 7 o'clock and get back to it. Now, there were months, I'm getting set up here, we're going to do some stretches. There were months, bend the knees, wiggle the toes, that we do that. I'm warming up my legs as I'm talking. All right, this is not necessarily a beginner level kind of thing, but we do it. All right, so months of my hitting that 7 a.m. I'm here, I'm ready to go, let's go. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I know what that took, and part of what is interfering with my getting there is me. I have to admit that. That's the only way. I can blame this and I can blame that. I can point the finger and I can do this and I can do that. It's me. It's me. Why? Not sure yet. But I know that the only person right now, my situation, the only person that can stop me from being here at 7 a.m. is me. Now, technical things can happen. It's not necessarily a person doing something, it's just happened. Well, what am I doing that's interfering with my being here at 7? And how come I still keep getting up and trying? Practice. As we develop the skill to decide what we are going to do, to decide what we are going to think, to decide what our intent is, and to clear the mind of all of the distractions. That doesn't happen right now because I said so. It doesn't. It takes time. It takes practice. let it go, and it comes back, and that distraction comes back, and you let it go, and it comes back, and you let it go again, and every time it comes back, you let go of it. So eventually, it just goes away. That letting go isn't forced, it can't be done. It has to be not. You have to stop. But I want to do this. Yeah, that ain't going to happen. Feet about shoulder width apart, bend the knees, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, and circle to the front, and back around to both sides. Up along the center line, and stretch out over the legs. And roll up. 2 more times. That was 2. And 3. Fingertips reach up, elbows drop down, wrists, hands return to your sides. Okay. Pay attention as you roll over. This idea here, we stretch up, extend out, reach out, don't bunch the shoulders, keep the shoulders down. Right here, roll up through the back. Don't lift and roll back down, okay? Don't lift up through the back, roll up through the back. That difference matters, especially since this warm-up is pretty much all we're doing this morning. All right, now, a couple of things that we want to pay attention to for Wudang's 3 basic methods. 3 methods. Dragon step, coiling snake, creeping snake. Each of these methods has particular focus, has particular effort. All of them require considerable strength, as well as the timing and direction and all of the rest of it. My focus this morning is on strength and what we're doing in the physical movements. I'm going to talk about a little bit more about what we're doing internally tomorrow and Wednesday. Okay, a little bit today, but all right. So, dragon step. What am I doing? We're going to turn around. I'm going to turn around in a second and do this. Dragon step. From here, that's the upper body. Lower body, right? If I'm going to start on the left, my left leg is going to kick, right? This goes out, split, and down. So, here, and put it down. All right, I want it to be at 45 as I put my foot down here, because I'm going to twist step into it. This, right? Either side, as I move forward. Lower is kind of required. So I have, and I'm going to say this, I have a habit of moving my weight forward. I'm going that way. I'm going to go that way. Yeah? I should keep my weight more to the back. All right? That's going to let me go lower. This twist, feet about shoulder width apart. Left hand to the front, right hand to the back. Left hand circles to the back, right hand circles to the front. Left hand holds a fist, left hand comes out over the right wrist, straight to the front. Right hand comes up over, both palms open, turn and split down. Right side. Right hand, circle the back, left hand to the front, right hand over the left wrist. Left hand up, both hands split down. Alright, split. Forward hand at the middle dantian, lower hand at the hip, so that as you split down, right, here and here, right here, middle dantian, lower dantian. That split and extend outward happens all at the same time. Both need to be distinct. That effort, there should be resistance here. Shoulders are down. This, no, no. The shoulders hold. The arms split. Waist turns. That's pretty much all that happens here. What makes it look like a lot more is that twist. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more tomorrow. Part of that is the waist, right? So as, and this, it's real easy to see with the black and the white sweater, okay? Twist is turn the waist, split. That I only use my hands, it's here. I turn my waist, it's here. I add a little bit more and you get the third one. Those differences are mostly physical. The turning of the waist at the time that the hands split, right? So, let's see if I can do this wrong. Okay, so we want to be here, right? Waist goes, turn, split. Where does the waist need to be at what point in time so that it contributes to what you're doing here? Here, and here, right? This hand pulls back at the same time as the waist turns toward that hip. So, left side, right side. Whichever one, if I do that the opposite, so that my hip goes forward as my hand pulls back, it doesn't really work. I'm not, it's not helping me to do that. That helps. As we look at what we should do versus, it's possible to do something else. How do we develop that sense of, well, does it feel right? Does what you're doing in the movement contribute to the effort that you're making? Is it going in the same direction? Is it, in this case, split? We want both directions. We do. Split. It's that's what it means, split. We want both directions. So is what we're doing here contributing to what we can do in the move? Feet about shoulder width apart. Going to the right side first. Right hand circle to the front, left hand to the back. Shift onto the left. Left leg up. Heel. Sink. Step through. Circle. Left side. And down. And circle. Right side. And down. That's why I throw my weight forward, by the way. That step. Okay? Step. Carrying the weight through, and that does take some effort, by the way. Carrying the weight through, making sure that wherever you're going to put your foot, you can go to it. Okay? So, if I want to put my foot further in the front, like up here, it's not going to work. Not only am I off balance, I'm off balance. I'm really off balance. So not only am I off balance, my weight distribution is wrong. Weight to the back, not to the front. This front leg is still working. This is not here for decoration. It's not. It's not. Okay? We have targets. All right? Upper, middle, lower. Pick one. That extension through the heel happens through the back and through the supporting leg. If your supporting leg is not solid and you extend your heel with force to kick something, you will throw yourself off balance. You try it with a heavy bag. Low bag. Put it lower. Mid-range. You kick it. You're not solid over your leg, you will fall over. It's physics. That ability to center the weight and remain solidly placed over the supporting leg is one of the things that we have to develop. It's not instant, it's not a magical thing, it's practice. It's knowing where your body where am I in space? Where's my center? Yeah, I'm having a little trouble. I'm leaning into the inside of my foot here. Okay? But I'm mostly okay. And there we go. Corrected, not quite, still leaning to the inside. Right? How do I know? I mean, I can feel it, right? Where is my center? I'm better on this leg, at least right now. Okay? So, finding that center, being able to hold it, sink into the heel of the supporting leg as the other heel comes out. That opposition gives you more strength as you extend. It's physics. It works that way, right? This is also part of this physical effort, which is not directly visible, is part of how we train, how we build the strength that do some of the things that we want to be able to do with the internal energy. The Jing and Qi, internal breath, that's right. Extend. Right? No. Yes and no. I'm going to say it that way. If I think about, I'm going to extend all my breath through this, at this. Right? I'm going to extend all my breath at this. I don't have any left. I just gave it all away. Just threw it all away. I want to have that extension through. And this is method that Professor Liu taught. Shi Ho Shi Ho Shi Ho. That Shi, breathe in, Ho, breathe out. That's literally what it means in Chinese. Hu Shi, breathe in, breathe out. That physical breath, that connection through the movement, not at something, through the entire movement, so that the breath extends through the body, is not directed at something. Now, keeping in mind that, yeah, we are having in mind, we do have this idea that that is going at something, right? That we want some force to be extended, and that there needs to be that connection with the breath, connection internally, and the physical effort needs to be well coordinated. All of that all at the same time. Let's do that. Stop for a second. That connection, that ability to regulate the breath, connect through the movement, and be able to direct what you're doing all the way through isn't it isn't trivial. It does take quite a bit of practice. The first step is knowing what you're supposed to be doing, right? That's part of what I'm presenting this morning. If you have no idea, all you're looking at is, hey, here's this person doing this stuff. Well, what is that? I don't know. Hey, looks cool. That's nice for performance. It doesn't help you learn it. It doesn't. So, where do we start? I start with the physical movement because that's the easiest to describe, to begin to understand, and to start to develop so that little by little, step by step, student can move from, what is that? It looks cool, I want to do that, to, oh yeah, hey, it is really cool, and this is what it takes, and it takes a whole lot more than what you think, okay? That transition can happen more quickly or more slowly. A lot depends on the teacher and obviously on the student, okay? There are points in study that you're trying to figure out something, you're trying to work on it, and it's just not there. It's not working for you. And then one day, the light bulb goes on. Oh, that's what she's talking. Ah, right. Okay, that's what this means. Oh. And all of a sudden, all of the things that you had been questioning about whatever that particular topic happened to be, it all falls into place. It all begins to make sense. It was there. It was the gap between what I know now and what I've learned. Okay. So, dragon step, one more time. Slowly, not too fast, not too slow. Keep the weight back, and I'm gonna turn around and come back the other way. Feet about shoulder width apart, could be a little bit wider. Circle, right side first. Alright, and on the other side. Left side first. Alright, relax for a second. All the way down. It goes all the way down. It does. It goes all the way down. I have some... I was never able to do that. Okay, I'm straight up, I was never able to do that. I'm getting some odd things over here on the live stream. So I'm not getting any warnings, but there's just weirdness there, okay? I'm going to leave it alone for the moment. But all right, so me dropping all the way to the ground and then being able to do that series, yeah, didn't happen. I got closer than what I did today, okay? And that may be something that I'm going to look at working towards again in the future. I haven't decided yet. All right. Point being, that's where it goes. That's why your weight needs to stay to the back, so that you can go down all the way on this supporting leg as this leg extends, right? It goes all the way down. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. Oh, it's still happening. Sorry. Apologies for that. All right. 1 second. I think I know what the problem is. Okay, so fingers crossed, I had something else running and it was taking some bandwidth. So, back to where I was. Dragon step. Right? As we're moving. Still not happening. Right there. Alright, as we're moving, weight transfer onto the left, I'm going up on the right. weight transfer onto the left. Left heel has to hold. As this comes through, all the way down on the left. Yeah, I'm not going there. Like I said, I might get a little bit closer. Might work on that. But that is the reason that the weight has to stay back. If you're going all the way down, you can't get there from here. It has to be here. All right, that strength in the leg, strength in the center and the torso to support the hips so that you can go up and down, so that all of your weight is not on your leg. You can't go up and down if all of your weight is on your leg. It's not going to happen. Okay? Building that strength. Right? So as we set, all of this pulls up. Everything here pulls up. And the leg can bend more freely in the hip. Good body alignment takes us up and down. Well, strengthen the leg too, but okay, if you're leaning forward, if you're leaning back, if you're leaning to one side or another, you cannot go up and down. Up and down has to be straight. Building that strength is a process. It's not an instant. It's not all of a sudden you have it. The opportunity to develop the strength to do some of this is there. We can practice with greater range, lesser range. Greater range, bigger movement, right? I'm still throwing my weight forward. Lesser range, right? And I tend to be a little bit better at keeping my weight centered if I don't try to extend. If I'm not thinking I need to keep going forward, I tend to keep my weight back. Imagine that. This is dragon step. We have 2 more. I'm going to talk about them briefly with the same idea that as we're moving, we're paying attention to how the body turns, what the complements are, hips, shoulders, hips, hands, feet, elbows, knees, head straight, body straight. We're paying attention to all of these things as we're doing some more. Coiling snake. We have this in our Qigong sets. A little bit different in Qigong, we don't move the foot. In our 3 methods, step forward. I'm going to come up on the right side, both hands up from underneath. Shift forward. Twist and turn down. Hard to do slow. Step up and step through. As I come up here, this hand, and split down. Again, these are not slow movements. We're not trying to move slowly. I move slowly, and I'm seeing the delay thing over here again. I move slowly so you can see it. Right? Step, twist, come out. That step out is on the 45, and this hand doesn't go, your target's here. Here's your target, down here. Here's target, right? Yeah, you could, but not really. This, yeah, you could. Ribs, split down and out. That opposing direction. Turn the waist. This goes this way, and both these go out. As we develop that skill, connecting the waist, connecting the shoulders, keeping the upper body still and well connected so that as we extend, the whole body goes. It's not just my hand that's out there. My hand is not going to do all that much. This is my hand. Right? This is my forearm. Right? That's my shoulder. There. That's all the rest of me. Okay, that one, maybe, there's something there. The first, no, that ain't it. All right, being able to set, turn, connect the breath, connect the energy and the intent. What do I want to do? I want to move my hand. Move my hand. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I decided I was going to do. Being able to do that is a skill that we want to develop. It's how we distinguish whether or not whatever it is we're doing is correct or not. Am I supposed to just be moving my hand? No. Okay, well, all I'm doing is moving my hand. Is that correct? No. The simple explanation is usually the most correct, right? If you've got a simple way of thinking about it, there's a simple thing to pay attention to, the chances are that that is probably correct. Got a whole complicated thing that has, way too many if, then, buts over here. The chances of that being able to achieve in that kind of a paradigm. This is the world of this. There's lots of details, lots of intricate things. If then, but. If this, then but. But then, if this, then but. Right? I have to learn all of that. I might want to. It might be okay. I might decide it. How do I develop my skill? How do I know? Well, I have to memorize all these if, then, buts. I'm supposed to be able to move my whole body all at once, all together, all at the same time. That's my goal. That's what I want to achieve. This is a list of things to do. This is my goal. This is a list of, I don't want the list of that. I want to know what my goal is. Move the whole body all together all at the same time. Use the waist. Turn the waist with the hips. Everything's connected, well centered, well placed. Well, I can determine for myself if everything's well connected. I can determine for myself if everything is well placed. I'm standing here and I'm well placed over both feet. I have very little effort to stand here. I don't have to. Here I have to make a little bit more effort. Right? Yeah, here I'm going to have to make some effort. Not too much, a little bit, because I'm accustomed to this posture. That part of becoming accustomed to and understanding what it takes to get there. What does it take for me to stand here? What do I have to do? Which muscles do I have to work? Well, my feet have to work a little bit, my legs have to work a little bit. If I'm well aligned over both legs, and my hips are aligned over my legs, my shoulders are aligned over my hips, then I don't have to make a lot of effort at all. That's one of our goals. Pay attention to that idea. Coiling snake. I'm going to start to the right. All right. As we go up and down, the turning leg tucks as if you were going to sit, because that is in fact where we go. It goes all the way to the floor. So you're sitting in this twisted posture, and you need to be able to go up and down. Straight. And then as you come up, step out. And that does go forward. Okay, so as I step out here, give or take, I'm going with about 55, 45 here. Very solid. This one pushes in and back. This one pushes back and forward. Forward, back, in, out. Both sides oppose each other. Set the heel. That step, that stance is, again, practice. Set. Where's my foot? Can I turn through the waist? Are my feet well planted? Is that strength extended through the whole body? Or am I just trying to grip with my toes and it just the same as I would just use my hand over here? Paying attention to what's going on through the body. Again, I talked about this a little bit before. One more, real quick, and I'll pay more attention to this tomorrow. Creeping snake. Okay, down, and come on up. The extending hand, this one's up at the head, this one along the leg, and as we come up, it comes up to turn over and step through on the other side. Yes, this is all the way down, creeping on the ground, snake. I'm not going there today. I'm not. I need to stretch before I get there. Okay? I do. And I will talk about that tomorrow, along with paying a little bit more attention to this idea of this internal workmanship, what's going on, how does the turning of the waist, as this, contribute to what we're able to do in the movement. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate it. I will, again, I said I'll be back tomorrow. Wudang's 3 basic methods. A little bit more on creeping snake tomorrow. Tuesday, and excuse me, tomorrow is Tuesday. Wednesday, Wudang's 3 basic methods again. Thursday and Friday, Wudang Qigong. I hope you'll join me. Thank you.